Planet Earth has enough problems to fix, but our world leaders have other priorities. Their newest obsession is mining on the moon. Last week, Russia launched a new lunar mission, their first one in 47 years. What is the goal of the mission? Moscow wants to uncover the moon's secrets. It is believed that many natural elements exist on the moon and they could be mined. But Russia is not the only country that's interested, of course. The US, China and India too are in this race. Our next report tells you about the latest gold rush in space.
The moon has become interesting for space watchers again. Last week, Russia launched a lunar mission. The Russians are returning to the moon after 47 years. America's NASA has its own plans. It's working on a new program called Artemis. NASA's goal is to fly humans to the moon again, a first in over 50 years. China has its own plans to study the lunar surface. And as this report plays on your screens, India's Chandrayaan-3 is flying around the moon as well.
Plus 5 seconds.
Suddenly, the moon has a lot of company. This isn't happening out of the blue. World powers have kicked off a new space race. They think it could be the next gold mine for natural resources. Earlier, the moon wasn't believed to be that useful. But in 2008, that perception changed. That year, India launched the Chandrayaan-1. It made an important discovery. It found water on the moon's surface. Not in a way you would expect. There were no lakes, oceans, or even puddles. Water on the moon exists in the form of molecules, formed by hydrogen and oxygen. This was an important discovery. Water is important, not just for humans to sustain themselves. Elements like hydrogen and oxygen are used to make rocket fuel. But that's not the only thing world powers are after. Experts believe the moon has more elements. One of them could be helium-3. It's a rare element and an important component for nuclear energy. It plays a role in producing energy inside a reactor. Helium-3 is a clean fuel too. It doesn't produce any dangerous waste. But helium-3 is hard to come by on Earth. However, NASA thinks there is ample supply on the moon, as much as 1 million tons if some estimates turn out to be right. The moon's vast surface may have more treasures, like iron, titanium, aluminium, magnesium, even silicon, which is now found in almost every gadget. But how would you extract all these minerals? No one has figured out a way yet. Experts say moon mining might not be economically viable. And with the current technology, it is impossible for humans to dig up the moon and haul its minerals back to planet Earth. Then why explore the idea in the first place? Because the moon's rich resources could serve a different purpose. They could help humans in building permanent bases on the moon. The supply of minerals could be used for construction. And once humans start living on the moon, they won't have to worry about bringing water from Earth. Permanent bases on the moon will boost space exploration. With their help, humans will be able to stay in space longer. This presence will enable missions that go deep into unexplored territories. But these ambitious plans face serious roadblocks. There are no clear laws or rules to mine space yet. And the existing protocols are riddled with loopholes. Right now, there is only one international treaty that applies to all UN members, the Outer Space Treaty of 1966. It says no nation can claim sovereignty over the moon, and space exploration should be carried out for everyone's benefit. But this treaty doesn't say if anyone can claim sovereignty over a part of the moon. This ambiguity is now fueling competition. So, the next time an astronaut plants a flag on the moon, other space programs will be watching closely. And it could be more than a symbolic gesture.